Are you going to the gym every single day? You're still not seeing any progress. Why is this happening? Hey guys, it's me, the fitness coach, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 daily habits that are actually slowly killing your fitness progress without you even realizing it. Let's get straight into it. The first one is skipping the warm-up. So let me paint a picture for you. You walk into the gym, you head over to the weights section, and you immediately start lifting heavy weights without any sort of warm-up whatsoever. Or maybe you head onto the treadmill and you just start running before doing any sort of dynamic movements. Well, guess what? This can actually lead to injury down the line, and it can also cause your muscles to recover slower when training again. So how does the body know the difference between a warm-up and a heavy weight session or a high-intensity cardio session? Well, temperature. If you immediately go from a low body temperature to a really high body temperature, like if you were to go and lift heavy weights right away, it actually puts stress on your cardiovascular system, and it can lead to burnout faster. So what you need to do is simply do a 5 to 10 minute warm-up. It could include some light cardio, like jogging on the treadmill, and some dynamic stretches like arm circles and leg swings. This will actually increase your body temperature, and it will prepare your mind and your body for that upcoming workout. Number 2, relying solely on protein powder to meet your protein needs. Here's the thing. Protein powder is a supplement, not a meal replacement. A lot of people take protein powder because they think that it'll magically help them build muscle and lose fat, but it doesn't work like that. If you're not getting enough protein in through your food, then protein powder can help. But most people get way too much protein in through supplements and not enough protein in through their food. Not only that, protein powder can actually fill you up less than whole food sources, which means you might end up consuming more calories throughout the day just because you're not full. So instead of relying on protein powder, make sure you're eating plenty of protein-rich foods such as chicken, fish, eggs, Greek yogurt, and beans. And if you want to use protein powder, that's fine, but use it as a supplement and not as a meal replacement. Next, not getting enough sleep. Sleep is so important for muscle growth and fat loss. When you don't get enough sleep, your body produces more of the stress hormone cortisol, which can lead to increased body fat percentage and decreased muscle mass. Not only that, but when you're sleep deprived, you produce more of the hunger hormone ghrelin, which can lead to cravings and overeating. It has also been shown that getting less sleep can decrease testosterone levels, which can lead to decreased muscle mass and strength. So make sure you're getting at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night. Number 4, ignoring form for heavier weights. Here's the deal. Lifting heavy weights is definitely important for building muscle and strength, but it's not worth it if you're sacrificing your form. When you ignore form and go for heavier weights, you put yourself at a higher risk of injury. And nobody is going to be able to tell the difference between a bicep curl with good form and a bicep curl with bad form, so don't sacrifice form for heavier weights. Instead, focus on using a challenging weight that allows you to maintain good form for the entire set. If you try to lift a weight that's too heavy and you end up dropping it, that's not only a waste of time, but it can also lead to injury. Number 5, doing endless cardio. Look, cardio is definitely important for overall health, but doing too much cardio can actually be counterproductive for those looking to lose body fat. When you do cardio, you burn calories, which is great, but you also stimulate hunger hormones like ghrelin. On top of that, cardio can decrease testosterone levels, which can lead to decreased muscle mass and strength. It's been shown that doing too much cardio can actually decrease performance during resistance training sessions. So keep cardio in moderation. 1 to 2 times per week should be sufficient for most people. Now, number 6, not staying hydrated. This is a big one. When you don't stay hydrated, your body can't function optimally. Staying hydrated is important for many reasons, including regulating body temperature, transporting nutrients to cells, and lubricating your joints. Dehydration can lead to decreased physical performance, which can decrease your workout capacity and ultimately your results. On top of that, Dehydration can cause fatigue and make it harder to stick to your diet plan. Aim to drink at least 8 cups of water per day. Number 7, not getting stronger. This might sound confusing, but hear me out. When you lift weights, the goal should be to gradually increase the amount of weight you're lifting over time. This is because increasing the weight load is one of the best ways to stimulate muscle growth and strength gains. Muscle growth and strength gains require tension. The more tension you can place on your muscle fibers, the more they'll grow. Increasing the weight load is also one of the best ways to measure your progress. So if you're not getting stronger over time, you're missing out on one of the biggest benefits of weightlifting. This doesn't mean you have to increase the weight load every single workout. In fact, sometimes it's beneficial to take a deload week where you decrease the weight load so that your body has time to recover. But over time, you should be progressively increasing the weight load. No. 8. Overtraining. Overtraining occurs when you train too much without giving your body adequate time to recover. This can lead to decreased performance, increased risk of injury, and hormonal imbalances. You may feel exhausted all the time, and your workouts will start to suffer. You need to make sure you're balancing your training with rest and recovery. This means getting enough sleep, eating a balanced diet, and taking rest days when needed. You should also consider implementing active recovery strategies such as yoga, swimming, or going for a light walk. Number 9, neglecting your diet. When it comes to losing body fat and gaining muscle, your diet plays a crucial role. Some people may say that exercise is more important than diet, but that's simply not true. No matter how hard you work out, if your diet is off, you won't reach your goals. It's essential to eat a balanced diet that consists of plenty of fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. You should also limit your intake of processed foods, sugary drinks, and unhealthy fats. On top of that, you need to make sure you're in a calorie deficit to lose body fat and in a calorie surplus to gain muscle. And finally, number 10, not seeking professional help. Many people try to figure it out on their own when it comes to their fitness goals, but that's not always the best approach. Sometimes it can be helpful to seek professional guidance from a certified personal trainer or a nutritionist. A trainer can help you develop a workout plan that meets your specific needs, and a nutritionist can help you develop a diet plan that will fuel your body for success. They can also provide you with motivation and support, which can be extremely helpful when you're struggling to stay on track. Look, I know you have so many questions about supplements. You need to first fix these habits before even thinking about supplements. And for that reason, guys, fix these 10 habits and watch your fitness results transform. Don't forget to subscribe for more science-backed fitness hacks.